Some of you guys are gonna be so mad at me, but I must tell you the truth about high school. Straight up, no chaser, no sugarcoating, let's go. If you're a freshman or maybe a sophomore and an upperclassman is trying so desperately hard to get with you, girl, he does not want your heart. He wants your coochie. I'm sorry, I need to calm down. He wants your coochie. Don't give it to him. Do what you want with your body. Like, I am not here to tell you what to do with your body. The reason why older guys go for younger girls is because younger girls can be easily manipulated. You can do so much better. Like, just don't fall for the trap. It's not worth it. Obviously, that's not always the case. Like, maybe he actually genuinely really likes you, but that's very rare. Dating and relationships are not important in high school, but I get why people date in high school. There's a lot of self-development after like a breakup and stuff like that. And so, like, I'm not saying avoid boys and girls, avoid dating at all costs. No, I'm just saying don't be so desperate to be in a relationship. Date yourself first. Like, how about that? Junior year was my best year of high school. I passed junior year with a 4.1 and I partied on the weekends. No matter. Social media is so distracting, and so what I do is I delete my social media apps after school. Not my account. I don't delete my account. I don't use it at all during the evening. I do my work after school, and I try to finish all my work during class so I don't have to have homework. If I already have homework, I try to finish that homework during class, or I finish all my classwork in class so I don't have to do it as homework. On Friday, I get everything done. I'm like, okay, I don't have to do that much on the weekend. Like, I still do have homework because I took some AP classes. I minimized the amounts of homework on the weekend by doing it on the weekdays. Yeah, deleting social media apps help so much. I only re-download it in the mornings. I don't know why my counselor told me this. My counselor told me to make junior year easy and then senior year hard. But then I asked her, I was like, wouldn't I get senioritis? And she was like,
no, I think you'll be fine.
Oh my gosh. I think you should take a lot of hard classes during freshman through junior year, so senior year can just be a breeze. That's not gonna be me, but I don't know, let's see. It's okay if you sit alone. If you do sit alone at lunch, that's okay. Like, you will make friends. I remember when I did sit alone, some people came up to me. Just don't judge yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you're like, oh, I have no friends. You will find friends. If you do sit alone, use that time to either just relax, watch a TV show, work on something that you're passionate about, like writing. It's okay if you sit alone. Other people probably thought I was like a loner or something, but like deep down, I'm a party girl. Since we're on the topic of friends, I would like to say making friends in high school is not scary. Like, it's not scary.
What I meant to say is feeling scared is a valid feeling, but don't let that feeling stop you from making friends.
Other people are probably nervous just like you. My friends before high school were going to a different school, and so I had to make friends. If you know one person at that school, it's good to like hang out with them. Maybe their friends could be your friends, because like if you like them and they like you, their friends would probably like you. Some people don't want to start conversations. You can be that conversation starter, and you can fake it till you make it. When you make friends, don't be so focused on what you're saying. People can like you or dislike you based on how you make them feel. So if you talk to someone but you make them feel dumb, they probably won't like you. And it's because you made them feel dumb. But if you make someone feel seen or heard, then they'll like that energy that you give to them, and so they'll probably want to be friends with you. On a real note, just because you're nice to people doesn't guarantee friends. Like, some people are just hateful and they just hate regardless, but that shouldn't change how you treat other people in general, okay? Oh my gosh, I don't know what I would have done without this thing. Buy an agenda and actually use it. I carried it everywhere with me. When there was a deadline or something due, I wrote it down. I would be like, okay, I gotta get this done on this day. I 100% recommend you to buy an agenda because it is so helpful, because your teachers will probably remind you when stuff is due, but most likely they'll tell you that like last minute. Don't send nudes. Don't send nudes. That's child pornography. That's a case. High school boys will probably be like,
oh no, don't worry, it's safe with me. Don't worry, your news won't be exposed.
Lies. I've seen a bunch of girls go through this. When people talk about their experience with me, I'm like, dang. Okay, story time. So my friend was talking about how in math class she like sits in a corner, and in the same corner these guys huddled together over someone's phone. She was eavesdropping and she heard them talking about girls' nudes. The guys were rating girls' nudes.
Electric chair.
Guys should not be doing that, period. The guys are the problem, in my opinion. Oh my god, this is gonna get so controversial. Girls, I'm just saying, it's not worth sending the nude. Most likely 9 times out of 10, he's asking other girls. And so it's like, wow, I feel so special. He only wants it for me. Like, no. You guys are so young. You guys are worth so much more than pictures of your bodies. Like, okay? If you're contemplating on taking hard classes or easy classes, I suggest you take pre-AP first. And then if it's too hard, you can go back to regular. If I was a freshman, I would take all of the challenging classes, but I wouldn't kill myself with AP classes. Remember, your mental health matters a lot. So when choosing classes, challenge yourself, but know where you stand. You know yourself best. Honestly, high school is not that bad. I feel like in my last video, I made it seem like the Hunger Games, but it's really not like that. I talked like my high school was like Euphoria. I suggest this piece of advice, because I had no idea about this until like junior year. Start doing your research about scholarships or start applying for scholarships. I didn't know how easy it was to get scholarships. This girl at my school saved $20,000. She gave us advice on how she did it. You can get scholarships like almost anywhere. You just gotta search it up, do your research. I mean, you guys are still freshmen, so you guys don't have to think so much about college and stuff yet, but if you want to, like, you know, be on top of your game, start looking at scholarships. But it's not like easy all the time, obviously. Like, obviously sometimes it can be hard to get a scholarship. Take my words with a grain of salt. I know in my last video I said don't tell your secrets to everyone, but I'm gonna change it. Don't tell your secrets to anyone. Don't tell your secrets to anyone. Like, leave that to yourself, or just tell your family about it. I don't know, tell your sibling, but you don't gotta tell the girl next to you your deepest, darkest secrets. Because people are fake. People are so fake. Oh my gosh, I'm getting pissed.
None.
Okay, this is something I wish my counselors told me sooner. Take college classes instead of AP classes. But this doesn't apply to everyone. Every school, every college is different. But so you have to talk to your counselors about this if you're interested in this. Basically, if you take an AP class, but you want to get that credit in college, you have to pass an exam. But if you take college classes and you pass it, like you just pass the class, then you get that college credit. I still encourage you to take AP classes. I think AP classes is like a really good way to like get college credit, but also take college classes. You just have to pass the class. Not all universities accept college classes, so you have to do your research, but that's what I've heard. If you go to parties, there's going to be a little bit of peer pressure. If you do go to a party, just stick with good people that will take care of you. But also at the same time, you guys are young. You guys should not be worrying about, oh my gosh, the party this weekend. Parties should not be your top priority in school. It should be schoolwork. If you are in a relationship just because of the idea of it, you should not be in a relationship. Don't skip class for a boy. It's not worth it. Don't expect the person you date in high school to be your high school sweetheart. Like, that is just like not. I'm gonna be honest, straight up. People will not like you for no reason, and that's okay. I went to my friend's birthday party. There was this girl there. Like, I've seen her around the halls. Like, I've never talked to her. I've never ever interacted with her. That girl was there, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, there's that girl. Like, she seems nice, she seems chill. And then my friend was like, oh yeah, she doesn't like you. And I'm like, why?
But anyway, I just want to let y'all know I'm not going anywhere. So talk your shit.
I don't expect everyone to like me, but like, she doesn't even know me, I don't know her. That girl left the party before it even started. There's people like that. Just understand that's a reflection of their character. Have compassion and be like, people are going through a lot of things behind closed doors and you just don't know about it. Like, people don't know you're going through something. You don't know what other people are going through. Join clubs in sports. I said this in my last video, but I'm gonna say it again. If there's a sport that you like, join it. Also, if you want to make friends, join clubs or make a club. Like, make a club at school. I made a club at school. I made the self-defense club. When you make a club, it shows leadership skills. It looks really good on your resumes. It challenges your comfort zone because you have to promote your club, and so you have to talk to people. And honestly, talking to people is a skill. It's like essential. Get your homework and priorities straight, because if you don't, you will be stressed. You will be stressed, somewhat stressed regardless, but if you just don't have your priorities straight, you're gonna be hella stressed. I said this in my last video and I'm gonna say it again. People don't care what you wear to school. Like, people really don't care. I remember freshman year, I wore heels to school almost every day. An Instagram body outfit, tight revealing clothing every single day. But then I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. Like, I want to switch it up. Like, I want to wear sweats. And then I wore sweats and like no one really cares. Like, no one said anything. In my last video, I said, don't be afraid to ask questions. But this year in math class, I was so afraid to ask questions because the teacher made me feel so stupid. Every time I asked a question, like, he had this like negative vibe and was like,
Oh, this girl's asking another question.
like, I'm sorry. If you're afraid to ask your teacher a question, you can always ask another teacher in the same subject, or you can become friends with people who get it. You guys can go on study dates, and like, that's actually a really fun way to bond with other people. The friends that I made junior year, we bonded over not understanding the subject. To make friends, you don't have to just be nice. Like, obviously be nice, but you can like bond over something. I said this in my last video and I'm gonna say it again. Don't get an STD. Okay, this one is super important. When choosing electives, pick a strand that you want to mainly focus on, like what you want to base your career off of. For me, I want to become a dermatologist, and so I'm going to take some medical classes. Medical is not my only interest. I also love filming. I enrolled in a film class where you like film short films. I realized I don't like to edit short films. I'd rather just do YouTube videos. But thank goodness I took that class, because what if I was like, okay, I like film, so I'm going to take a college course, or like I'm gonna have that as my minor. But then it would be a waste of money because I actually don't like it. But then I figured that out in high school. It's better to enroll in classes in high school that you would consider making a career out of than paying for like a ton of money on college courses and you're like, I don't even know if I'll actually like this. You know what I mean? Also, oh my gosh, one more thing. I did not type this down. To save money in high school, do not buy your school supplies before school starts. You don't even know what you need. In high school, teachers, they tell you what you need for each class. In middle school or in junior high, there was like a piece of paper at Walmart or something, and it tells you your school supplies. Yeah, in high school, they don't do that. Your teachers tell you what you need for each class, and so don't spend your money on school supplies that you don't need. And so yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and just know, high school is not that bad. You will be okay. And if you enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up and comment down below what you want to see next, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.